that if you're in the market for whatever the name of this thing is, you should get it because it's sick.
Relax with smacking it like that. For the price, really well priced. I mean, this amount, you're getting a fully built keyboard and it's high end. The Zoom TKL or Zoom 87 is a new budget friendly high end board. You have a really clean look, high end parts, but also a reasonable price. Recently, there's been a lot of good affordable boards out lately. In fact, a lot of my comments in my recent videos, what about this keyboard compared to this one? And like, what about this one? Like the QK75, the Zoom TKL, the Thera 75. I'm planning on making a video of like a whole comparison, but that's besides the point. For now, I want to see if this thing is worth it. Well, first we have to go over the two versions. There is the EE and then the AE. The EE is the unassembled one, and then the AE is the one we actually have, which is the assembled version. I have a video like coming right after this, like it's literally on the floor over here of the EE, but for now we're gonna do the AE version. So right off the bat, the keyboard is already done. That's the whole good thing about it being already assembled. So with this, it has the included keycaps, the included switches, which I know for a lot of people that's a big thing. You already have a high-end board that is affordable and it's like done. It looks good, it's simple, that's it. The thing I was scared of when they were talking about doing an AE version, that the keycaps and switches were just gonna be pretty cheap and there's gonna be like a gimmick, so it could just be, oh, here's an assembled board that you can buy just to have a keyboard that's another keyboard to make money off of. But that is not the case at all. This thing is so good. I'm really surprised with how well the keycaps and switches are, but we'll get to that in a minute. Taking a look at the like whole build quality of this thing, it's really nice. This is a production unit, so don't think like you see any issues with it. Just know it won't be like that for you, just for me. That's how it is, just to make a video on it. That being said, I don't see any flaws on it. I would be very happy with just getting this. So as for the Zoom TKL, one of the biggest things about this board, at least for me, in terms of looks, when you flip it over, you see the glass is so nice, looks so good. That gradient from dark to light on the top side and on the whole back piece. It's fully glass, by the way, which is really cool. They say it's like a glass mirror, which I can see. I can see myself in it, but I mean, it's not like that much of a mirror, just kind of like what glass does, I feel like. Once again, you do have it on the top part, which you can actually take those off, and the big piece you can take off as well. Also, with the other colors that you can choose from on the site, which there's a lot, it comes with its own gradient colorway. Now, except for like the white and the black version, which has its own thing going on, but you can go into the description and check that out. So as you can tell, this is the wild green one, so it is green. The texture of the case is pretty smooth. It does have a decent texture to it. It's like the QK75. It's kind of like that, but it's a little bit more rough, not in a bad way. Like, it's still smooth. I don't know how to explain. It's in the middle somewhere. The edges are rounded. You have this little bump in the front where it's facing you. Not bump, but a little edge that slides down, makes it look more unique. And overall, the build quality of this thing looks insane. As for the keycaps, once again, pretty scared that these were gonna be bad, but they're not. They're actually really nice. Of course, they go along with the colorway you get, so this is the wild green. So as you can tell, it has some green legends, some green outside. It just matches the case really well. It looks good. You got the green legends. I don't see any printing errors as well. I mean, it looks good. You have the brown accent keys for the enter and the escape. Going further, we have these switches. Once again, I was a little bit scared they're gonna be a little bit cheaper in, but they're not. They're actually what do they call it? They're WS switches, which is Wuche Studios switches, and they're a new one, which you know in my past videos I've been using them a ton. I really like them, so I was pretty happy to see that they're going to implement these into them. I have the standard version, which is like the normal travel time, and then the Swift version, which just shortens it and it's like better for gaming. These stabs could use some work, but that's in pretty much every pre-built keyboard. I mean, they are pretty nice. I think a little bit of modding, you can make them sound really good. Now actually opening this thing up from the screws on the back, you see at the bottom of the case you have some foam as well as the wire for the USB Type-C port to work. For the plate, it is polycarbonate, which that's the only option that comes with these standard switches. And then with the Swift option, you get an aluminum plate. That could sound good as well, but I mean, I like polycarbonate anyways. You also see the same film from the bottom inside the middle between the PCB and the plate, as well as some PE foam. It's like their PE foam pad that a lot of different companies have been using lately. Looking at the gaskets, now these are some weird gaskets I haven't seen before, but really nice. They're super squishy, like really, they give a lot. I don't know if it's better than other gaskets because the all-around bounce of this is none. There's none whatsoever, but that's not the point of a gasket mount. It's for the sound. And it does do a good point to make it sound good. So once again, an actual performance for like the bounce, there's none, which I don't really care about. I could care less about bounce, dude. I think it's overplayed nowadays. To the PCB, it is hot swap, which is great. Going deeper into the bottom of the case, you can actually remove the glass like I was talking about earlier. And you can put in the other options. You can actually buy some other colors, gradient glass, whatever, like the mirror option, and put it in. So if you want to do that, you can on their site. It'll add a couple extra dollars, not a couple extra, probably a good bit, but you can add them on to be able to make it more custom for you. Also, one thing I did forget to mention is the RGB on the side. Really nice, they're actually pretty bright. It gives a good feel to it, just kind of a little underglow. Now that's everything about the AE and what you're gonna be getting here. As for the price, on Kickstarter, it is going to be starting at $199 for the standard version, and then for the Swift version, it's $205. Now after the group buy phase, it will be $129 for the standard, and for the Swift, $235. Now once again, Swift and standard version is only, the difference is the switches. The Swift equals gamer, the other one means normal switches, which I wouldn't have a problem with either. Now with all that out the way, it's pretty good. I think for the price, really well priced. I mean, this amount, you're getting a fully built keyboard and it's high end. I mean, people were buying the GMMK Pro or whatever, and that thing was nowhere near what this thing is and what even thought it could be. And considering that the case itself, if you get the EE version, only costs $180, and just add on a couple dollars and you get some really nice keycaps and switches. Hey, I do have links down below if you want to go check it out or buy it or learn more information on it, go ahead. But yeah, that is the end of the video. Hopefully you did enjoy. I had a great time with this. Didn't have to build it, which that's fun. It was a new one for me. Yeah, I will have a video on the EE soon, so it might be out already if you're watching this, depending on when you do. But anyways, thanks for watching, and yeah, I will see you in the next one. Dude, you look like a walking blanket. Yeah, man, you can't be saying it's sponsored by some stuff. They didn't pay me.
Sponsored by
CG Build. I made that.
Does my forehead look big?
Yes.
Whenever Austin got this in, this was like my favorite board that he's brought in so far. Cause like the color scheme, I like the way it sounds. I like how heavy it is too. And then, I mean, the back of it's kind of fucking sick.
Wait till you see the other one. I got a carbon fiber plate for that in the back. Carbon fiber option as well. That's sick. That one is sick. I'm excited to put that on the EE version.
And then I love the legends of it. I mean, Austin always talks about how he likes like a specific kind of legend, and I kind of like go with whatever my vibe is that day.
You go with whatever.
Yeah, honestly.
Walmart keyboard.
This is like pre-built, right?
Yeah.
This is one of the better pre-built boards that he's brought in.
Dude, you're learning so much. You can take over this channel now.
All right, y'all.
Never mind. Dude, you're too country. You're too country. You can't do it.
I'm not country.
I have a country accent, but not as southern as hers.
First of all, that if you're in the market for whatever the name of this thing is, you should get it because it's sick.
Relax with smacking it like that.
Okay, tell me that y'all don't smack keyboards.
Dude.
They're smackable, okay? Oh my god, that should be your new slogan.
No.
#smackable.
God.